Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Josh here, Superstar Card Gaming. We got our first place Amazing Defenders box tournament winner, Dustin Ruby here with. Tell him what you played, bro.
Played ninjas.
Yes, my man over here topping with ninjas. So he's gonna show us the spice today, the jutsus that decimated all the opponents. So let's go ahead and get started.
All right, so start with the first three of pretty self-explanatory. Three Hanzo. This card's probably the best card in the deck. On normal, searches a ninjutsu art. On special or flip summon, searches a ninja. Just the card you want to see in every single opening hand. This card's insane, and you're searching him, recycling him, just because. And he's not once per turn, which is awesome.
Though that's just the perks of being an old card.
Yes, sir. Next, we got three Mitsu. This card is also amazing. She's an extender from hand, special if you have a ninja or a face down card, and a monster negate by flipping herself face down and another one face up. And she's an insect, which helps a lot with the typings, the getting a different type ninja on board for all your fusions and things like that. Next, got three Tabari. Another amazing extender. Pitch her from hand to special summon another ninja from hand. And quick effect fusion on the opponent's turn.
Yeah.
Also, a lot of protection too. Can't be destroyed the turn of special or flip face up. So like you can just special summon Tabari and then just live for a turn, hopefully.
Yeah, these are the OTS supers too. Yeah, look at that. That's real pretty. Let's go. Yeah, Tavares was a common, right?
Yeah. Darkling Glass is
Yeah.
Darkling Glass is a common.
So you already got the yeah. There we go. You already got the OTS supers.
It out. Next we got two Green Ninja. This card's really good too. When sent to grave from the field, Book of Moons, a card your opponent controls, and can special itself from hand by when you special something, you book that card that you specialed and then special this. Really good extender. The Book of Moon comes up a lot because then you can just tribute your opponent's stuff off with the traps.
Really absolutely good. Broken.
Yeah. Then we play Geo. I was playing Geo at 2, but I bricked on him too much. There was a hand where I drew both Geos, and I was like, I can't do that anymore. So I think 1 is just all you need. But this guy is a house. Your boss monster of the deck. Permanently book 2 monsters your opponent controls on summon, and if anything's flipped face up, just pop a card. Like, this guy is insane.
Yeah, this also just came out of the latest set, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
It's common. Like, look, you looking for budget? You got budget right here.
This card makes this deck what it is. This is your boss monster, and you're going to summon this on your opponent's turn when they're trying to combo and just ruin their day.
Yeah, it's a very, very good card.
Then we got some one-ofs. We got 1 Kagero and 1 Baku. Kagero is really good. The nuts hand is you opened Kagero and Tabari because he on normal or special, or she on normal or special, summons 1 from grave in face down defense. So that will already give you 2 materials for a fusion. Just if you pitch Tabari, summon this, then bring Tabari back. Also really good in the grind game. You're usually searching this off Hanzo. And then Baku is another great grind tool. Kind of a brick. You don't want to see him because if he's added to your hand except by drawing him, you can special him, and then on special you add something back from grave. So really good card for the grind game. And there's like a loop that you can just recycle him as long as you see 1 notebook and search out the Iron Digger, the equip spell. You can just recycle him every turn and just free resources.
Okay, all right.
Then on to the hand traps. This deck does play hand traps. We'll play 3 Ash Blossom. Kind of necessary right now with Branded running around, and it's just generically good against every deck. And also 3 Nibiru with Cash Tira and, Tears out of the format, so Nib's great again. And yeah, this card has stolen me so many games in this deck.
Yeah, 100%, especially because people just haven't been respecting it, or they're just not used to playing against it anymore. So for those people to get a little bold, you got the meteorite.
Another perk of this deck is a lot of your stuff will be face down.
That is also yes, that is also true. I just thought about it because Nibiru only tributes face up monsters. Yep. So I mean, you could just like book your own stuff, like quick effect chain, book your own stuff, and then dodge the Nibiru. And then tribute all your opponents. Wow, that's actually that's evil.
Toxic,
that's effective. Wow.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Never thought about that.
All right, on to the spells. We play 3 Pot of Prosperity. Just great consistency card. You play multiples of everything in the extra deck, all the important cards, so you can just banish a copy of those and the ones that probably won't come up in the matchup. This card has saved me so many times. You can also dig for your power traps when you're going first, game 2 or 3, or for a hand trap if you had full combo without it. Just completely necessary tool.
All right.
Then we got 3 Book of Moon. This has absolutely amazing synergy in the deck. You can book your opponent's stuff, book your own stuff, and then if you book something, you can tribute it off with one of the traps, and then summon something from deck for free. This card's insane, and it's like a really good meta call right now against stuff like Kashtira. Just start your turn booking the Shangri-La or booking the Arise Heart, and then just play for free.
Absolutely, yeah, good card, definitely a good card. I mean, offensively, if you end up like having to set it to, or defensively rather, you can just set your opponent's monsters, and it just kind of turns off all their Kashtira's, right?
Yep.
Because they can't summon anything anymore.
Exactly.
So yeah,
They just go special unicorn, just instantly book of moon.
right, because they're not trigger effects, they're ignition effects. Yeah. So yeah, you just book it before they get to do anything. You get to respond to the summon, and that's it.
Yeah, kind of the reason why I picked up this deck is just because this is the effect that you're doing constantly. This deck has such a great Kashtira matchup, which is like the popular deck running around, and you're booking 3, 4, 5 times on their turn just when they're trying to play. All right,
absolutely insane.
The next one is 2 Notebook. I was playing this at 3, but I found that 2 Notebook is just all you really need, especially if like game 1, because this card can only activate if your opponent controls a card, but it's probably your best tool in the grind game. Set 1 from deck, set 1 from grave as well. 1 ninja to our card, doesn't matter. And it also says up to, so even if you don't have 1 in grave and 1 in deck, you can still special like 1 from anywhere.
Yeah, and this card's also kind of new, right?
Yeah. This card was Darkwing Blast.
Darkwing Blast as well? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, most of the support came out in Darkwing Blast and Photon Hypernova, which made this deck actually really good.
Okay.
Then we got some of the one-up spells. We got the Iron Digger. This card is crazy. This card's insane. You can equip... I'm usually using this to equip my opponent's stuff because it turns it into a ninja, which you can then tribute off to special summon from deck.
Okay.
And you also get, you banish a ninja from grave, target a card on the field to pop it, and then if this card is sent to grave, then you get to add one of your banished ninjas. So whatever you banish to activate this card, you just add back to your hand.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Yeah, you can equip it to something they control, pop a different card, tribute that card to special summon from.
Yeah, this card's actually insane. This steals games simply just off the fact that you can equip it to your opponent's monster. Yep. That's actually insane.
We side in the second copy when we're going second because it's just great to see with any name. But we play one for the main deck because you can just recycle it off Notebook and get Baku. This is the combo I'm talking about with if you have Notebook, Baku, and this, you banish Baku off this and then pop that card. It'll add Baku back. Baku will special summon, add this back, and then you get this back anyway and another name from deck.
Okay.
And that resource loop just recycles all game.
Wow, that's insane.
Yeah, really nasty. Then some more just power one-ofs. We got Instant Fusion. This is going to summon Yaguramaru for a free body and as well as a banish on summon. Rhoda to search Hanzo, always good, and Called by the Grave because hand traps do mess with this deck a little bit, so you just want to ensure you're protected. And this stops problem cards like Branded in Red, things like that, that your opponent's trying to do to disrupt you. It's good to see going first and good to see going second too.
All right.
All right, on to the traps. Probably my favorite card in the deck would be Dancing Leaves. This card is awesome. Does everything you want it to do. You activate it by tributing a ninja monster or a face-down defense position monster on the field.
Yep, there's the problem. So
That's
you start tributing your opponent's monsters that you set, and it's just like, okay, free advantage. Your opponent just went -2s.
Exactly. Yep. So you just book a moon their stuff or flip it down with green ninja, tribute it off, or even whatever you equip with the equip spell. This can tribute off too because it counts as a ninja, and then special summon something like Geo from deck.
Insane.
Permanently book too.
Yeah, insane.
And it also has a really cool effect that it can bounce one ninjutsu art spell or trap you control in your spell trap zone. So you can flip this up on your opponent's turn to tribute something off, and then on your turn you just bounce it back to your hand and then reset it. So you just play it again.
Okay.
So you can just do that once per turn, or you could bounce like the duplication or something like that too. Then we play the duplication. The duplication's really good. This one is usually want to see this one like second because you want to tribute off Geo with this. This one you tribute a ninja monster you control and then special summon any number of ninjas from your deck whose levels add up to that. So if you're tributing Geo that you special summoned off of a Maizen or off of the dancing leaves, then you can special summon levels up to 8. So you special summon like a Hanzo, a Mitsu, and 2
They just start
Tabaris.
swarming from there.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Like you can get nibbed on your opponent's turn, which is crazy.
That is insane. I mean, you just get a bunch of cards, right? Like, just a bunch of cards. They can be summoned in face up or face down.
Yes. So they either have to be summoned in face up attack or face down defense. So you'll summon like the Hanzo and the Mitsu in face up attack, a Tabari in face up attack, and then 1 Tabari face down.
Okay.
Just ensures protection. You have a monster negate. You get a search. It's everything you want in a card. This card's really good too.
All right.
I love this card. All right. And then lastly, we have the 3 Imperm. So we're playing.
Yes, the classic.
9 hand traps total, just to have a chance for going second. This deck can play hand traps. You got the room for tech spots, and Imperm's just great. This format plays around things like talents and thrust and things like that. Some effect negation never heard. Drawing nib Imperm, going second is all you really need to see.
All right.
And then we'll go to the extra deck. So extra deck's a little bit standard. Have some spicy tech choices in here. Didn't really summon them a lot, but first is 3 Maizen. This card is the best card in the list by far. Gives your ninja, all of ninjas you control, the ability to attack directly, and when your opponent activates a card or an effect, you just get to special summon a ninja from deck for free.
Broken.
Yeah, this card's insane. And you can contact fuse with him. You don't need a fusion spell just by using 2 ninjas with different types, which makes your face down monsters that you're constantly setting useful for something.
Absolutely insane.
Monster, yeah. This card is everything that this deck needed and what makes it like so fun to play right now. The next one is 3 Yaguramaru. This guy is your removal. You special summon him the same way you special Maizen. He can contact fuse, and he banishes a card on summon, which is really nice. He's a level 5, so instant fusion.
Instant! You can instant fusion into him, and he's on special summon. Not okay. So so you can special summon him with instant fusion and clear a card or force interaction instantly.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
And he's a machine, which is another unique type in the deck. So if you want to use him to make Maizen afterwards, you can do that too. Yeah.
Okay.
No other ninja machines in the deck, which is awesome. Then we got the Lynx, 2 Saizo. This card is fantastic. This is it like. End board, you usually want to end on Saizo just because he's so good. He's like sets resources every turn. You can just ignition effects, set 1 ninjutsu art spell trap from your deck. And if he's pointing to a monster, he can't be targeted by attacks or card effects. So you can make like a lock with this card with Maizen, because Maizen also can't be attacked while you have another face down or another ninja or face down monster you control. So it just like locks your opponent out of like attacking either one of these.
Wow.
Which is really nice. And he's so good. So then we have some other generic links. First is Cross Sheep. This card doesn't come up that often, but when it does, it's awesome. If you have enough bodies or extra materials, you just make this, and then you summon Maizen, which gets you another special of Hanzo, which gets you another search. Or you could special like a Kagero from Grave and get another body for a fusion or something like that.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
I usually just banish this off Pros, but it does come up sometimes, and it's amazing when it does.
Yeah, because it's just a free body when you summon a fusion monster to its zone. So yeah, okay, it makes sense.
It just loops Hanzo over and over again too. So then other generic links, we got 2 of the Nightmares, Nightmare Phoenix and Nightmare Unicorn. Not a lot of main deck back row hate, so this is always just good to have for some random Floodgate or something that your opponent's playing.
Right.
And spin, not destruction in the extra deck is really good too, just to have.
Okay.
And then lastly, this did come up for me in the tournament today, or it was Dark, because I got Ibly locked, so I just normal summoned Hanzo and then made Dark, and then like stole something out of their grave. But yeah, and this card, when it's destroyed too, also searches Hanzo. So
right.
Just a nice generic link to have in the extra deck because you got the spots for it. So.
Right, okay.
And then lastly is the Xyz monster, unsung hero of the deck, right here.
Blade armor. Oh my god, when was the last time I saw this card? Yeah. Oh my goodness, I don't even remember the last time I saw this.
This card is the easiest OTK button ever.
I bet, yeah. Just yeah, because Maizen just allows you to attack directly, right? Yeah, yep. This card is don't let this resolve, guys. Don't let this card resolve. Detach a material, choose a ninja, it can attack twice.
Yep. And he's attacking you directly for 5k. Because you got Maizen for 25 twice, and there's no restrictions. He can still attack the turn he activates. This so that's another 22.
Ninjas.
If you see this card summon against you and you don't have a way to stop it, you should probably just scoop right there. Yeah, this card's crazy. And then the last two spots, these are like the 14th and 15th cards in the extra. Ninja Mosquito is a ninja by name. So
yes.
Gets all the support.
My favorite card, by the way. Number 2 is one of my favorite cards in the game right now because it also facilitates OTKs. If you don't know, don't let this card be on the field when you have a 2700 attack monster. You will find out really quick.
Yep. And you can make this pretty easily with just like a Mitsu and a green ninja because you got a lot of level 2s in the deck. I haven't found myself making this more than just making Blade Armor Ninja, but I want it to come up so bad. It's just such a cool card.
Yeah. And then, of course, we have another oldie but goodie. Evil Swarm Exciton Knight.
Yep.
Another level 4. This card's running around again. I know like Labyrinth Lifts are playing it because it's the level 4. For people that are playing Ariane, you can summon the other twin and then go into this, and it's just like mini Zeus Light.
Right. Exactly.
So that I would assume that's the whole reason why you're playing it. So it's just like it's just a board clear.
Yeah, not a lot of main deck removal. Usually you just want to book their stuff and then attack directly, but in cases where you actually need to remove stuff, this is just a good option to have.
Right.
Especially going second.
All right.
So yeah, that's the list.
That's the list. Do you want to show your side deck, or are you going to keep that spice to yourself?
All right, we can show the side deck.
You going to show the side deck? Okay. All right.
The side deck's a little bit of a work in progress, but it was pretty nice. So yeah, here we go. We'll start off with the spells. It's just a lot of spells and traps. We'll start off with the spells. So just back row hate. Of course, we got the
harpies.
Yep, in the side, along with 2 lightning storm. This is just for clearing, back row decks.
Your back row decks, yeah. Labyrinth is pretty popular this format, so you gotta kind of have these.
And Labyrinth has a pretty good matchup against ninjas, so we just want to get all those spell traps out of the way early, just so we can actually play the game.
Right.
Then we got this card, Tenchikaime. This card treats itself as a ninjutsu art card, so it's searchable by things like Hanzo or even the Notebook from deck. And if a ninja inflicts battle damage to your opponent, not once per turn, pop a card they control. So you're playing this and then making Maizen and then swinging directly. And
is this a field spell?
Card. Yes, it is a field spell.
It's a field spell. Okay, yep. I'm closing in on this just to show. This is a field spell, not an equip spell. Yep. Okay, so wow. All right.
My favorite effect of this card that hasn't come up yet, but I wanted to, is if this card is removed from the field, you can special summon any number of ninjas from your graveyard in face down defense.
Oh, okay,
so
all right.
They have to deal with this because it's just constantly popping stuff on their field, but if they do, you just get infinite bodies, which is awesome. Yeah, what a cool card. Then we also side the second Iron Digger for going second. Not much to say here, great removal tool when you actually need to remove stuff. Usually using this to like target back row or something like that, and then finding a way to clear the monster it's equipped to get another add from grave. But yeah, it's really good to have going second. Then these cards don't really need a lot of explanation either.
Yes, okay. So triple tactics talent, triple tactics thrust. I don't really know what to say. If you don't know what these cards do, they act basically just like, okay, the rust basically just says if your opponent activated a monster effect, just go search any spell or trap. And in triple tactics talent, so if their opponent activated a monster effect during the main phase, you get to activate one of 3 broken effects.
Banned cards.
Banned cards. .card. So it's pretty simple and clean there.
Usually using this to search like evenly matched or something like that. Harpies, something like that going second. I have used this to search Rhoda when I just needed a body. I needed like in the grind game.
Just easy.
Just a great card all around. Then probably my favorite tech on the side, the card I'm usually siding going first, is Anti-Spell.
Yes.
So you side out a lot of your spells, like Book of Moon. These usually replace the Book of Moons when I'm going first. And then your only spells left really are like the Notebook and the Equip spell. And even like Pot of Prosperity, but when you can shut off a third of your opponent's entire deck after having your full turn,
easy win.
Especially in matchups like Branded or Cached Hero, like this card has solo won me a lot of games.
Yeah, easy win.
Because your main game plan is just traps anyway, so any spell fragrance is awesome.
Okay.
Then we also side 3 evenly matched. I was talking about this earlier. Just a great way to remove. Going into a full board, it's kind of hard to OTK your opponent right then and there, especially if they have like any form of regular interruption. So just skipping your battle phase to banish everything they control, and then setting up your grind game, because this deck can grind better than a lot of other decks. Evenly matched just to clear the fort.
Just
and then
free. Yeah. Okay.
Super nice, especially if they're playing like Adventure. Just banish everything except the token. Super nice. And then the last card on the side, I think I might want to up this to 2. is the Daruma Cannon.
Oh yeah, the Destructive Daruma Cannon. This is a TCG exclusive card.
Yeah.
This card's wild. It basically just says, "Yo, book a moon everything,"
Yes.
and if you didn't book something, whatever's face up, gotta go.
Yeah. So yeah, that second effect is just extra. Ninjas use that to book everything because then as soon as your opponent starts their turn, you'll like do this in their end phase, and then in your draw phase, you'll flip the Dancing Leaves and tribute something off, and then get a Hanzo, and then search, and then do whatever play you want.
Yeah.
So I think I might want to up this to 2 because it's just such a good card.
Okay, understandable. All right, and then I guess if you got any shout outs, you remember what your matchups were? I know it was a long night.
Yeah. I think I do remember my matchups. Round 1 was Despia.
Okay.
That one was a little weird because my opponent had no idea what my cards were doing. So all their stuff, and we won in the grind game 1, and then they went first, so broke their board game 2, and then swung directly for game 3, or for game 2. Round 2, I played against Kashtira, which is my favorite matchup to play with this guy.
I bet.
So,
yeah.
Book of Moon, everything. Like summon Unicorn, flip Book of Moons. Summon Rise Heart, tribute off my Green Ninja, book that too. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, it's a crazy matchup. I 2-0'd that matchup. Round 3 was Ogdoadic, Reptiles.
Okay, so we're just some rogue.
Yeah, so I had no idea what his cards did. He had no idea what my cards did. So we were just like,
fumbling over everything.
Yeah, we went to time in game 2. I won 1, he won 1. So like
probably a lot of reading. Yeah.
Yeah, and also like Book of Moon didn't really hurt that deck, but neither did just like clearing my field with the big one because I just get them all back with notebooks and stuff. So
right.
It's just grindy. Yeah.
Okay.
Round 4 was. I'm not sure I remember my round 4 matchup. Oh, that was another Despia. That was another Despia. Yeah. I lost that one. That one was tough. We went to game 3. And I needed my tactics to draw a name in game 3, and I ended up drawing Ash evenly.
Oh, yeah.
It
happens.
It didn't do anything for me. But yeah, we lost that one. It was a good grindy game, but that was really fun.
Okay. So then after that, we cut the top 8, and you made it in a 7th seed? Yeah, 7th. Yeah, so you were 7th seed, so you had to end up playing the person that was in 2nd, and
that was Sprite.
Yeah, you won the Sprite matchup there. I remember that because I was out of the tournament at that point. So I remember that. Your opponent just didn't know what your cards did, and
Book of Moon all the time.
Yeah, Book of Moon, and that really hurts that deck because then you don't have a face up 2 anymore. And cool, the rest of my cards don't do anything. L.
I played into Nib game 1, so I nibbed like the entire board. And then game 2, he just like made Avermax, and I top decked a Nib for turn, and then I just tribute summoned 2 normal Nib and then crashed.
Oh my god, no way!
And then just won in the grind game because I had anti-spell up, and he like couldn't activate the starters that he was drawing or the prosperities that he was drawing. So grindy game 3, but we poured it out thanks to Nibiru.
Okay.
Nibiru.
Wow, unbelievable. Okay, and then your final match was also against Sprite.
It was another Despia.
Oh, another Despia. You're okay. Yeah, right.
Despia on the day. Yeah, that was a lot.
That person also didn't know what your cards did. Yeah. So I guess people better start getting used to it.
Summoning Geo in end phase to book 2 and then draw phase, activating Dancing Leaves saved me so many times. Like that is just an insane play.
Yeah, people better start learning what these cards do, man. Because I'm telling you, you don't want to be on the other side of these ninjutsus, bro. It's kind of dangerous out here.
If you care about your monsters getting flipped face down, you're gonna have a bad time.
I mean, a lot of decks do. I mean, link monsters, you can't link summon with face down cards.
Yep.
So your final record was what? What is
4-1-1.
4-1-1.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, it's okay. But you did come in first. So look, congratulations, man. Thanks for giving us a deck profile. And if you got any shout outs you want to say?
Oh, shout out to you. Shout out to Jared. Everybody who helped me test. Let me borrow some cards. Appreciate this local. Shout out Superstar Card Gaming because this place is awesome. Coming here every week, having a great time. More excitement with ninjas to come in the near future.
Yes, go. All right. Well, thank you, man. You have a good one. We will see you guys all in the next one. It's your boy Josh signing out.